I think you have to be in the quest to get a meal.
Okay.
But I've also been in lobbies where people have done it, and like, for example, I don't have it right now, even though you used the voucher. But I have been in lobbies where, like, it was like before it's basically permanently up, because there's always someone using some sort of meal voucher. The most annoying thing about having a camera and having to put it somewhere is that you have to stay centered. Because if you're too askew, it looks fucking stupid.
You know, and there's like a partially you would be doing that anyway because of your mic, but I don't know about you, but personally I always end up just moving and dragging the mic along with me, so...
Yeah, no, I pretty much do the same thing. Oh, it's if you're in a prep stage, or if you're always in a link party. But like, who uses link parties nowadays, dude?
Because maybe that's how they try to get you to use them.
True.
Like, yeah, you could ignore the link parties, but we built a system, so you gotta use it. So, free meals? Please? Please use them.
My game's running a little shit. Am I on, like, DLAA? I am!
Okay.
I'm on DLAA! What the fuck?
How did I mount off my... just instantly off my dismount attack?
A lot of amount damage from the hammer, I guess. Game looks a little loud on OBS. Y'all will let me know about that though. Stun is not gonna come for the next 30 seconds, I would guess. You think it's random? I would not be shocked if it's random, because that's how it feels. Here we go. I mean, you can go for the tail cut, but like, good luck as well.
Yeah, I've mostly given up on the tail cuts. In my
Beautiful.
solo hunts, whenever I was doing them solo, I kind of just... I was still sort of half trying, where whenever I got a mount, I would put some damage on the tail and just break it with actual damage. Just like slash at it until I couldn't get the orange health anymore. And then I'd sort of tried to see if I could conveniently...
I mean, I have an idea, and we can potentially do it.
Trying to do it underwater, but also...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could try and do... Like, whenever we last round to him, we just focus on the... Well, I'm gonna have to focus on the head because I'm using hammer. But...
Yeah.
You could always focus on trying to get onto the tail, because the only time you're gonna get orange numbers on the tail, and I don't know if that counts towards...
Yeah, I was half trying it earlier, but the problem sometimes is that his tail is kind of a pain in the ass to hit with the thing. Like, he positions himself in a way that he really wants you to grapple onto his head.
Yeah.
Ow, I was...
Yeah. Streamloosen sounds good right now? Nice. I mean, it's gonna be the same. I'm streaming the exact same content, so if it sounds good on Twitch, it's gonna sound good on YouTube. I'm just sending the same thing through. I haven't bothered with YouTube Shorts in a while. I'm not sure if YouTube's even putting them on show anymore. So I must have fucked the setting up somewhere. Or YouTube is just being weird. I mean, which is also the...
Yeah, I can say it could just be YouTube being YouTube, where it's like...
Yeah, it's kind of just as likely.
Yeah, you
Fun
can never
fact,
really...
I've lost about 20 subscribers since I started streaming again. I wonder why.
I mean, there is a...
I mean, there's a precedent.
I've had times where, like, a channel I haven't watched in a while, I happen to see a video in my subscription, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't really watch that. I should just unsubscribe now.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Plus, if they subscribe without sharpening, then, like,
Yeah.
Seeing a lot of streams is not going to be what they're looking for anyway. I really should be trying to farm for an offset right now. Because my entire build kind of relies on the damage boost I get.
I'm also half trying to see if I can focus on the legs a bit more than I normally would. Because I need claws, and I'm like, well, maybe I get a bigger chance of claws if I break his forelegs.
Yeah, you probably do. Cruz, can you go for me? Oh, okay. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. I'm not offsetting this either way. I'm sure I could try, but... Fuck, I meant to hold that one. Damn! Marcus is fucking vicious today. When you're trying to make the stats one work for damage, you kind of realize the best option was similar to Hammer's build. Yeah, getting, was it Powerhouse? Probably. Yeah, no, Lucky's been vicious today. Damn, that was not an offset. Oh, that sucks. That also sucks, because y'all are not really here for this. I mean, you just arrived, but... Laggy, can you don't roar? Fuck. No, not this move! You piece of shit.
Fuck.
Ooh, wound on the head. Beautiful, nice. My Discord. Damn! Broke his head with that. Kind of funny how this this hammer is just a giant axe. And of course, if it still doesn't do cutting damage. Would be neat if they took some cues from Frontier for that, where like they actually gave it damage dependent on the model. Because for example, right now I don't think Ulan would be dealing cutting damage with his longsword.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very, very sharp.
Laggy, can you look over at me? Fuck.
Nope. I guess
Big
not.
stick longsword. I do want weapon lengths to come back from Frontier. That was kind of a neat mechanic. There were some absolutely fucking insane long swords and shields that we saw, me and Stormy. Because we were going into actual lobbies full of people who were commonly playing the game at like high levels. And some of their longswords were as big as your glaive. Actually, probably bigger. Sorry, not long swords. Regular sword and shields.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Where the fuck? Are we doing? Is he? He's insistent that we're doing minigame.
Yeah, he really wants to do the minigame. I
It's
guess.
funny because Inzaglyph has one that's a big branch on a string from Halloween. Oh. Collect your ambers and your weathered treasures.
My exquisite fossil.
Mm-hmm. You never know what you're gonna be able to redeem that for from that. Hint, it's probably like 2 eggs. Oh wow, we're doing minigame fucking early. Nice.
Let's get some tail damage in.
Yeah, this might genuinely be the only time you can get good tail damage in.
Oh.
Oh damn.
Oh, Jesus! I didn't even realize we were out of feints.
Yeah, no, we were 4 feints deep. You're pretty sure the only weapon that gets
Also,
more value from the cooked meals instead of voucher meals right now is gunlets. Probably the ranged weapons, yeah. Because usually they have some sort of like increased range damage buff. Wait, what the fuck am I missing? I'm gonna get a fucking herbal powder. What's on a herbal armor skin?
Oh, I am very low on mega armor skins and mega demon drugs because I don't have any of the shit, I forgot the name.
Nourishing
The
extract.
extract. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like farming it.
Makes sense. I mean, actually, the only way to get nourishing extract, from what I remember, is you have to do the guardians.
Yeah, but that's what I mean with farming them. Like, I just don't feel like going in and killing guardians over and over just for the nourishing extract. I saw people say that one good way is to go kill the guardian sacreds in like particular missions, but then because you can kill them quick, you can get like 1 to 3, or if you have a particular meal, like 3 guaranteed every time you do it. And it's like that sounds like kind of a pain and kind of slow.
You know, it's kind of annoying.
We'll have to at least get a couple of them at some point soon.
I'll do some rest farming to get a pretty decent Lagaiacrus. I did get one right now, but it's you know, rank 10.
HR 100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, star 9.
That was an unexpectedly fierce monster. Let's try again after some
But this soundproofing's probably doing fuck all. You spent 2 hours going for the extract just to get yourself started, and you have a stash to use over the course of a while. I mean, the best use of it would probably be for ancient potions. Because then you can replace ancient potions, or your max potions for ancient potions, which are slightly better, and you get to carry, like, 3 more. Dude, it keeps giving me 9-star Lagaiacrus. Stop.
I found I got a tempered Lagaiacrus, but it also has a Rathian, and it's a lot of Archean parts. Just whatever. Don't really care.
I mean, if you were to switch to ancient potion, you'd be eating more extract than using it. Yeah, you would be. So it's probably not worth it. Or earning it, yeah. You would definitely be going negative unless you went out of your way to go and farm a bunch of secrets again. Like every... like 20 hunts or something? Which wouldn't be the worst ever, but like, I would rather just get the materials that I can farm instead easily for max potions.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to
Yeah,
make a
exactly.
trade. All right then.
I mean, because the value in bringing ancient potions instead of max potions is not in the fact that they would get your stamina back. It's or on top of your health. It's more that you can carry 3 more of them, which wouldn't be too bad. So your total would bump up to, instead of being 7, I think you would be 12 actually. Nearly double actually, which makes it slightly tempting. There's
But
a
not
lug
tempting
out.
enough.
This is actually a really good one for you. It's like a 6-star with a lot of gems and a lot of rare parts. No gem though.
Welcome back. Can I help you with anything?
Oh.
Oh my god,
And-
the Yanka
and-
coup invasion.
Shabar.
Typically you only run out of heals in this game when you're fighting GOG or multi-monster hunts. For multi-monster hunts, you're specifically like 999. Yeah. I don't really run out of heals almost any time. Like, the only time I run out of heals right now is if I just don't restock for like 2 hunts. So it kind of shows that if I did restock, then it wouldn't matter. Dude,
Yeah, it's
I got hit by a fucking vest void as soon as I started this quest. Classic vest void
loading
blunder.
screen.
Beautiful. More officers than I got the entirety of the last quest. Lower stocking is also a problem that you have. Yeah. Even after 3,000 hours, you still forget to restock sometimes. Something I think is actually true that people found out, if I remember correctly, is the higher star a monster is, it's the more likely they do the moves that are more lethal.
That makes
So-
sense, I guess.
And they do less of the moves that leave them open or do little damage. Because, like, as a base example, this Lagacris just did like 3 or 4 like quick bites in a row, which the last one would not have done. The last one was like doing their ults like very often, like that. They're just doing that move over and over again.
Yeah.
See? Which means they have a better chance of doing that move, I would guess. The lower star they are.
Yeah, that does make sense.
That makes sense because 9-star Soregios is insanely impressive. Does make sense. So it would be a very cool way to introduce like variants as well. Wait, was that mine? What the fuck? I just backhand offset them? It's crazy. They start leaving themselves open quite often. It does seem like something that's actually true. People figured it out early on in the game's lifespan, and they're like, that's actually kind of neat. That just makes sense for them to do. I wonder how it's programmed in the code. It was something like the Left 4 Dead 2 enemy director or something, where it's like the higher tier ones just have a bigger like pool to pull from, like a bigger number. So they can spend it on more powerful attacks more often.
Yeah, something like that for maximum options.
Or if it's just something simple like a percentage that gets altered per level. But I feel like that would be... That seems like a really poor way of doing it though. Like a really suboptimal way.
Yeah, you kind of...
At least if you did the, like the more points per star thing, it would be universal. And you wouldn't have to do it one by like every single matchup.
Yeah, true. And also, it's probably like there's already a bunch of extra stuff in there, and you're like, it can't really just be a percentage because the monster probably accounts for like the proximity to the player to some extent. And all of that, so.
I mean, what moves they choose is also heavily dependent on like a bunch of other factors as well, obviously. Like where they are in relation to any of the other players, like who they're choosing to attack. So actually, I wonder if hunters are assigned the same number value. And it fluctuates or something depending on like where they are. There must be so many variables that go into account on how a monster chooses their attack, especially if it is based on their star rating. Because it not only has to account for, well, the amount of points that they can spend on a move, but also who's going to be receiving it, and where they are, and what they can even do at that point.
Yeah,
it sounds like an absolute math headache.
Yeah, it probably is, because I reckon over time you just want to keep making it more and more complex so the monster feels more natural in a way. Just keeping like, oh, I guess we should also try to account for this, or make sure it doesn't, like in general, just making sure it doesn't spam the same move too many times. It's already. I
mean, it probably also got considerably more complex going from old gen to new gen. Because in old gen, like Frontier, the monster always turned to face, or almost always turned to face the person that was going to attack next. But in all the newer games, like World Up, they actually just attack naturally depending on like where they are.
Mini game time.
Mini game. We're gonna get to a point where Capcom just starts emulating life. We're kind of already doing that almost. Well, not obviously not to an insane degree, but they're getting pretty close. And we're just grappling and beating his ass, dude.
Already managed to get 4 grapples on his tail.
Dude, we've done so much damage right now. Hey, Laggy, can you come over here?
Yeah, come over here to the fun place. Or not. His tail is hidden. Never mind. I can get on there. I'm just in the rock now.
That's fair enough.
Ow.
You're so slow right now.
Jesus. Poor guy.
Did I from that? I must have, because I took no damage. We'll play more of the Stories 2 demo just to get the grasp of the gameplay better, and the combat feels very Persona 5-like. Yeah, I haven't played the... Oh wow, we already got the cutscene. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, Stories 2 was pretty good. It was a little stiff to be expected for like a turn-based game. Kinda just how they generally control. But it looks a lot smoother. Like an actual, it's just like an actual game, quote unquote. Full 3D movement. Both mechanics are amazing. They were really good in Stories 2 as well, actually. Hell of an offset. Kind of a lucky paralysis, because I also got stunned there. Like it's just one of those monsters. There is a wound on the tail, by the way.
Yeah,
Ulan, you should also... I know it's like complete giga shit numbers, but you should probably try and go for the tail as well.
Yeah, I switched over to the tail now because I was like, okay, I got the things in the water. If I'm gonna get the tail, it's gonna be now or never.
There you go. Go for it now. Yeah, it's not going to be great numbers, but must mean the threshold is not very high.
I hope so.
We've done it a couple times, from what I remember. Ah.
There's a wound on his chest, I think.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we got it.
Now back to your regularly scheduled decent damage. That was actually really close.
Yeah, we just barely managed to get the tail.
So I wonder how much the ones in the water contributed.
Okay, I got the claw I need.
Where's the tail? Oh, right here.
Where is the... Oh, yeah. I got the tail. If I just get... If I can get one gem, at least I can make the armor. The other one is for the weapon, which would be nice as well, but I'm just gonna make the armor first, and then I'd only be missing one, what do you call it? Raid out parts. But whatever. We can give Omega a try.
My reports will serve as a reference for future generations of hunters. I have to be thorough.
Okay, I think I didn't get a gem. Yeah, no.
Damn.
Yeah. Swing hates me. But oh well. Let's I'd say we give Omega a shot. I assume I'd need to go into the quest and wait for a cutscene.
I think so, yeah.
Wow,
I mean, we'll be able to join it once it boots up. Once you get into actual combat.
Quickly double check. Yeah, I am indeed still missing my my sapphires. Oh well. Let me upgrade some armor just a little bit.
Get a meal in there.
I still got 50 minutes on my meal, so. Alright, I can't post a quest. I have to go talk to Omega.
Yeah, go talk to Omega himself, dude.
Yeah, it's a little Omega. Actually, let me restock first as well.
Omega is a bit of a tricky cookie. But as long as I have
Thank God
empty,
he's-
things should go pretty smooth.
They're gonna make me walk over to him first as well, I imagine.
Probably.
I'm going straight into a cutscene, so maybe.
Yes.
I have the summer outfit equipped for Alma, so she's in the winter here.
Oh
in
my
the winter
God.
zone. In the summer
like-
outfit, it looks so silly.
Yeah, they're like the fucking what was it called? The secret one?
No, it's almost in the like actual beach outfits.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, what else are you gonna wear to Omega, dude? Could impress him.
That's true, yeah. Damn, Jindal is getting shit kicked in.
You
He's
know,
getting
Jinder
laser
gets
beamed.
smoked. So it's a little bit like Behemoth in the sense that if you attack the head, they're likely to give you enmity. Except getting enmity is actually possible, unlike in Behemoth.
Yeah, getting Amity was quite a pain in Behemoth fight.
I mean, the only way to consistently do it was to get the mount. Which is what you did.
Yeah.
But, if you're trying to attack the head, well, I mean, it's fucking impossible to attack the head in general, because it's like 8 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Actually, 8 feet is kind of modest. It's more like genuinely 20 feet.
Crazy that I managed to, in this cutscene, misdirect Omega's laser beam just by stabbing him in the head with a knife. I feel like he would not actually care that much about one little knife.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't.
And then he's like, oh yeah, alternate target, so is he implying that I'm stronger than Jindahad?
I mean, we do sledge into head on the daily, so, you know, must be true.
Yeah, but like, if he sees me fight Jindahad, sure. Based on one little stab in the head?
Maybe there was just
Jindahad
like,
weaker than a knife confirmed?
maybe it's just the sheer power of the thrusting force of the hunter.
Okay. Oh no, he's pointing at me with a lamp.
A lamp? We are coming in.
What? Fuck!
Job Omega. Yup.
Oh.
Can you stop fucking squirming, dude? I'm trying to hit you. Iframe Master right there.
Hold on, I'm just having some food and drink because I forgot to get a hot drink, so my stamina is shit now.
Here we go.
Alright, I fixed myself up.
Huge.
Rude?
Yeah, he does kind of like try and mega punch you like a bajillion times, yeah. Also, whenever you get a head wound, we get an automatic shield on the ground. Yep.
Aw. Right when I pop his ass wound.
Yeah. That's why we usually wait on the head one as well. Considering he pretty much goes into the next zone after like a minute.
Hmm.
At least a minute there. Now this one's gonna be a lot longer. Can you believe it, Bipin? Charby's back again. To a mustard bomb now.
What? What's back again?
Charby, the tornado.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm stunned. I got stunned in the laser beam.
Yeah, no, if you get hit by the laser beam, you get stunned. You can outrun it just by going sideways. Paralysis? Yum. I should have enmity. Good. But I love having speed eating. Such a good fucking skill, dude.
Yeah.
He's doing nothing but punching me. He's like literally doing nothing else.
There was some tooltip about disabling the thing on his head, I think, and I didn't read it.
Disabling Panko mode. We have to get 3 leg wounds.
Hmm.
And Panko mode like gives him a substantially more dangerous moveset. A little blocking this shit, dude. It's so good. None of those had shields. Wound appearing on that leg. Nice. Oh, Panko mode is gone now. We really got 3 there?
It felt like 2, but I guess.
Yeah, that really looked like 2 to me. Maybe it's just being generous. Mustard. Bipin, oh!
I thought you jump out of it. Was not fast enough.
If we didn't do the bombs right, I would have just blocked it for you.
I had fucking destroyed by the laser beam, and then I get a pop-up saying, "Oh, deal enough damage to the head to draw Mega's enmity, shifting it away from other hunters." Like, I just got killed by him. Why do you think I want more enmity?
Exactly. I mean, clearly you want more enmity. So you can learn, you know, how to avoid the beam.
True.
I mean, if you notice that, like, I'm nearby, you just go behind me whenever he's doing big beam.
No, I want to jump over it.
True. Can you?
Well, no, I can't jump over it, but I can jump away from it.
Yeah, well, I bet you can. I bet you
enough.
still get clipped by it on the upward.
Yeah, no, or like if I'm fast enough by like already being in the air, which I'm a lot anyway. So.
Mustard! Oh fuck! None of us had a shield that I could see. Oh, one of them does.
What?
Damn.
I was trying to stay on the ground long enough there. I can't tell. I feel like something hit me.
Probably his little goons.
Yeah.
They tend to jump on top of you. No, none of that shit. Lots of wounds are actually out and about. I'll go for this one just to stun him a little bit. Rarely have I ever seen the actual back one. Alright, moving to next zone. Give me that slug, dude. Mustard on me. Okay, I'll start doing that move a lot more now, I think. What are you doing over here, dude? I think. Oh shit! You got the stun or the mount. I didn't want to use his head wound right there, but I figured I had to because it's gonna just go away on the. Like if I try and get enmity, that'll explode anyway. You start to save wounds from mustard specifically just to cancel it? Oh shit. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Look at him fucking trot, dude. Omega, you should come over right here. Come on. There we go. We should have DPS in a second. Yep. This part here is the run decider. Huge paralysis. We gotta kill this Nucilla, by the way. Or it's all over. Huge. Not even a sweat. Oh,
that didn't hit. Damn.
Insane icicle dude.
I thought he was actually under it. Apparently my depth perception is bad.
We're just gonna be enmity cycling. This shield's about to blow, by the way.
Music kind of popping though.
Dude, this track is so fucking good. This is his track in Final Fantasy XIV. Chicken tenders come ready to fry, dude. That was a nice dodge.
I'm an idiot.
I'm gonna try to get enmity from Huan.
That was doing so good right there.
I was hoping to stop him from doing that move with the icicle, but it's a little too late.
There we go.
Actually counter them. Awesome.
So you can counter those without getting deficit, right? That isn't just like hyper armor?
Yeah.
Because if it was just hyper armor, you would still be getting it.
Oh,
God. This hunt is so much better than Behemoth. It's not even close.
There is something cool about the fucking terror of having to dodge that meteor.
Mm-hmm. True, yeah. That was absolutely fucking terrifying, having to dodge meteor. This is gonna be the pretty poorly placed mustard. Did one of them have a shield? Doesn't look like it.
it did.
It did? Oh, okay. Yeah, you got it. Hyper Erased Panko mode now. Oh, okay. That's pretty dope, though. The constant quality jumps in this series is always pleasant. It really is. They just keep one-upping themselves every single game, and it's so nice. I can't wait until the next Monster game in like another 4 or 5 years. And we get another Final Fantasy collab, which is just insane.
Oh yeah. I was running away from those rockets earlier.
You can just punch them.
I noticed Uan destroying one, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot, but I just did my air attack towards it. Like, I hope this does enough damage before it hits me, but it does actually work, so it's,
Yeah,
it's kind of a cool way to kill
they
it.
effectively have 1 HP. Which makes me especially suited to kill them. Because, like, 2 of my starting attacks, or, 2 or 4 of my attacks are raising attacks. Or, uppercuts. So I
wonder-
just...
I wonder if I could actually, like if I'm ahead of it, if I'm above him when he launches him, if I could just air attack through all of them right as they launch.
If you have enmity, by the way, he will hit you with that bomb, which nukes your HP, so your HP gets like halved. And then if you get hit again, it gets like further halved. The only way to get rid of it is to not have enmity for about 20 seconds. So ironically, that's why I think Sword and Shield is like actually the best tank for this, considering I can just completely avoid it with my dodge. Nice. Bipin is right, the Behemoth feels more terrifying than Omega, but Omega feels more active. Omega's a much more fun hunt, but Behemoth is definitely more terrifying. Like, Behemoth is just scarier. Is he going Psycho mode? Oh, it's MRV. Nothing you can do about this, by the way. You have to run. Yeah.
Yeah, I Superman dove the first one.
Yep.
And
No,
then,
you have to pretty
second
much
one
just run it. Unless you're Lance, and you can block it all, but like,
yeah.
if you're not.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Yeah, whenever you see MRV, there's oh, he's going Psycho. Watch out. This is another move you can't do anything against. But you're not really seeing
I
it.
should have restocked. Should have restocked so I had more life powders because I'd already used my life powders. It's a shame.
Yeah, you're right. Behemoth is definitely much more terrifying of a monster, but Omega is just a much more fun monster.
Yeah.
Because as scary as Behemoth is, he's very annoying. It's MRV again, but it's only on me. You're good. Huge.
Good like Rokun.
He drops something, by the way, when you break a leg. He drops like a shield that you can manually equip.
Fuck.
It's good. I'm gonna try and get enmity from you. Here we go. Shield about to break.
Hunt.
Huge. The best way you feel the game's changed though is Rathalos. Because in Frontier he's just kind of annoying. I mean, Rathalos is just kind of annoying in almost every single game that he's been in, except for Rise and this game. Rise and Wilds. Because he was also really annoying in World as well. In World he becomes really dominant. In the Wild he adopts the moves Azure and Rath. Yeah, no. They've actually been giving all the Rathians and Rathalos all their gold equivalent moves. They've been giving them just this base kit. And then when they end up introducing gold and silver again, they just keep adding more and more moves. So the monsters have been progressively getting more and more beefier movesets just naturally through just adopting their variants. The same way that Mizutsune now has Soul Seer Mizutsune moves. No! Damn.
That's a rough one. He was spamming shit at me.
Something I actually really like as well, and it's really prevalent in this game,
Let's try again after some.
is the normal Rathalos, bog standard Rathalos, is more powerful and has a scarier moveset than Guardian Rathalos, as opposed to beefed up version. Because it gives the impression that Rathalos is already the prime version of that monster, and that any deviation is objectively just worse in power. So it really sets him up as like the king of the fire food chain, which I think is very cool.
Oh, Omega's weak to thunder.
He is.
Interesting.
Hey, come here.
The main reason that Rathalos is annoying in Frontier though is frankly just because he does so much wind pressure that just knocks you over for no reason. Same with like Rathian and same with Unknown, and like that's the only reason that they're annoying. Otherwise, it would actually be just like chump change. It'd be easy as hell. Rathalos is just written really well in the nature of the game. In this game specifically, I think he's at his best. I mean, he has his own unique theme in this game. He's the strongest version of Rathalos in the game, despite having another variant in the game that's supposedly meant to be a souped up version. And he's just so much present in this game. He's great. And also, he's not fucking annoying. Can you believe it? Because he doesn't fly like 90% of the hunt, and even when he does, he's still low enough to clip his feet, and if you clip his feet enough, he falls down.
Wait. Huh. Kind of interesting. I can't craft the second tier of the Gaiacrus weapon. But the first version, the first tier, would make me lose out. If I use it right now, I would lose out on 15% affinity, but I would get thunder damage. Actually, I would also lose out on slots, on gem slots, so never mind. That's unfortunate.
It's like Inconvenient versus Little Brother Annoying from Frontier to World. Yeah. Because he's annoying in Frontier because of wind pressure, and then he's annoying in World because he flies all the time.
Let me know if you change your mind.
And then they kind of like fix that in Rise. He's like so much better in Rise because he actually sticks on the ground enough. But then in Wilds they've like met a good middle ground where even if he goes up in the air, you can still hit him. And you get rewarded for doing it. As opposed to like you're playing Devil Joe again and you're just like mashing his feet for the rest of the hunt, which is not very fun. I'm about to reach HR 500. That's crazy. Uwan is also steadily approaching his pre-save hunter rank. Still kind of crazy that you got this far up that quickly, Uwan. That you're like,
Is it?
yeah, you're like you're about like 70 hunter rank away from what you were before.
Yeah, you did get there pretty fast.
At the present, Uwan's gonna surpass me? This is actually not true. Uwan will like never surpass you.
Isn't Stormy like 100 rank 400?
Yeah, like 420. You gotta drop Frontier, Rise, and World.
Okay.
Huge.
I was about to say, dude, give me the fucking mount.
Wait, does Insectglaive still have the same custom mount damage? Like, when you go between parts, do you still damage the monster?
No.
Damn. Because that was in World, where you would do like an actual attack by moving.
Yeah, no, it is. The moving attack is gone, unfortunately. I do miss it.
I really do think they should just give Insect Glaive.
Ooh. Interesting. Yeah.
They should give Insect Glaive some sort of unique mounting properties, which is like much better than every other weapon for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a genuine, like I think that Insect Glaive users should maybe have like a, because you know how you can only get like 2 wounds on a monster, or something usually. I think that Insect Glaive should like build wound damage like 2 or 3 times faster than every other weapon, so you can get like 5 wounds on Jin to Had if you have an Insect Glaive user.
That would be nice.
Then mounts also last a longer time as well, or less time, because you would get the wound in like 2 steps. That's less time spent doing little damage.
Ow.
I think that would actually be really fucking good.
Yeah, I would definitely not mind.
It would make you feel better about going in the air on Insect Glaive if you had that. I mean, I would also like to do like something else as well. I think that they should actually just give buffs to Insect Glaive for mounting in general. Like, finishing him out on the monster should give you all extracts, I think.
That would be nice.
And I think that finishing him out on a, finishing a mount on a monster, I genuinely think you should maybe get a like 10% damage boost on all aerial attacks for every mount you had during a hunt. Like,
that would be quite fun.
Yeah, because then you have like a really big motivation to go for multiple mounts.
When he moved from the first area to this place, he had a wound on his back.
Is it gone?
And I tried popping it right when he left. So I focused striked it, but because my focus strike is like melee attack, and then the Kinsect pops it. My Kinsect was chasing him but couldn't reach him.
Oh.
So the wound was actually still there.
Damn.
In this area. It's interesting that it.
But you had the double dip?
I think he should take damage when he punches himself in the face, honestly.
Probably.
Like just a ton of damage. Right.
Yeah, no, give Insect Glaive something like that. Give it like a whole bunch of reasons to mount. Okay, just consume this right now. Oh, we have another shield anyway. Here we go. I mean, it would let them do what they seem to want to do, which is make it so that grounded Insect Glaive is stronger than aerial Insect Glaive. So they can make it so the aerial Insect Glaive starts out relatively weak, and then the more mounts you get, the stronger it gets.
Yeah.
So it means if you really are going for aerial playstyle, you do still get rewarded. You're not dealing just less damage than every other Insect Glaive user.
Yeah, you just have to.
You have to commit to it.
Work for it.
Yeah. And then everyone who wants to just do the traditional or like the quote-unquote good Insect Glaive playstyle of just being on the ground the whole time, they're not going to have to deal with it. They can just continue doing the good damage that they've already been doing. But overall, I think that just Insect Glaive should get more buffs from mounting than every other weapon, because like it's kind of built around mounting. That's MRV. That's on you.
No, fuck! I was out of stamina. I was dodging them all by being in the air, but then I ran out of stamina and I had to drop.
Oh. Feels like they made Insect live a little slower grounded to give incentive to the air more. I think that they should just keep grounded as is, just fine. As strong as it already is. And then, again, just buff. Or give it more reasons to mount. And do aerial attacks.
Oh.
Yeah, you should have just stayed behind me. The laser follows you.
Yeah, so I've been playing Code Vein too, and one of the bosses does a move that's also like a very similar big laser, except it's stationary. So I had to. I was doing that boss a bunch yesterday, so I got used to seeing big laser and trying to run around it.
Moving to next area.
Go down.
Yeah, also, Uwan is right as well. Just buff hammer, please. That'd be great.
Please.
Because as it stands, in Wild's hammer is like fucking not great. It's not awful, but like I don't think you should be like bottom 3 damaging weapons. I'm wondering if they're gonna add more moves to the kit again, like they did for Iceborne. Because are the hunters gonna end up in a similar situation to the monsters, where like our weapon kits are just gonna explode in complexity with every game? Because all of Iceborne's editions got kept for the most part. You can do other things than punching me, you know, Omega.
Yeah, like the punch that's a projectile.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could melee punch, he could range punch.
Mm-hmm.
Sending you to the fucking punch dimension.
Okay, no Stella time. Huge paralysis already? Watch out for the big red thing on the ground. If you're not there in 2 years, you get damaged and you die. Dude, we stole that Nusilla's lunch money. Jesus.
Give me the gunpowder. Wait. I'll drink effect is over?
Oh, sure, yeah. It'd be really nice if they made Hammer work with other skills more. True.
Can Hammer get wire bugs? Just Hammer?
Strength 2 Superman dive that.
Ironically, it's the move that doesn't need it the most, considering all the Wirebug moves it had are like kind of already in the base kit. Hammer damage numbers are heavily dependent on specific set skills. Yeah, no, like even if the current damage numbers that I get with Hammer are like still like bottom 3 weapons in terms of damage, and that's after all the skills that boost that damage considerably are in effect. Imagine if it had none of those skills. It would be so bad. I mean, I experience it sometimes when I just don't get luck on my side and I don't get crits or anything, or I haven't activated Powerhouse in a long time, and I get like 400 on like a mighty charge. Like in no universe should 400. Oh. In no universe should I be getting 400 on a mighty charge. Like that's an insane damage number to get on like Hammer's mightiest move. Granted, that of course is before crit and before buffs, but like even then, I get 300 on my perfect rush on a lot of monsters on Sword and Shield. Huge. That was a great dodge. Nice. Hunting Kong would easily be in the same boat if it didn't have Echo Bubbles and Hilt Stab. Those two literally open up Burst and Resentment super easy. Yeah. It's crazy how, like, in this game, Hammer and Hunting Horn are on the complete opposite ends of the spectrum, where Hunting Horn is, like, second biggest damage dealer in the game, and then Hammer's, like, third worst. When it really should not be that way. Like, Hammer is supposed to be, like, second in command to Greatsword, effectively.
Doing a thing.
You're in a pickle there, one. Dude! Were you going under him effectively?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, here comes this attack.
Fuck. Okay. I was not
Counter that fuck. I didn't counter that either. Fuck.
Izunara! Oh.
You remember that one, right?
Overstim's GLCB bow will keep dominating. And somehow Heavy Bowgun min state over every patch. I mean, genuinely Heavy Bowgun at its best has almost always been, like, one of the best weapons for damage. The same in Worlds, same in Wilds, same in Rise. Just if you're like a Hammer, sorry, if you're a Heavy Bowgun user, you're just gonna, in endgame, have incredible damage.
Yeah, the trade-off is that you have to play Heavy Bowgun.
Yeah, the trade-off is you're playing a weapon that's like not very fun. Like the fun part of that weapon is getting huge damage numbers. I wouldn't mind as long as like our Hammer was like competitive, but it's really not in this game.
Wanted that.
You stole my only one.
No, I'm gonna store.
Dude, what is going on with the left side of my screen? Are you seeing that?
Inoperative.
What the fuck is happening? You see that? Are you also seeing that?
Oh Jesus! Yeah. That's crazy.
Like a genuine error code inside of him right now.
thinking? Off of what?
Fuck. You get what you mean? Hunting Horn got pulled up by intense levels in this game. I mean, Hunting Horn has been crazy for the last 2 games. Hunting Horn was like top DPS in Rise, and then Hunting Horn is also top DPS in this game. And Hammer's kind of getting left in the way.
There was a wound there, you could have canceled it.
I'm dead. Never mind. I thought he was focusing on me.
Squeeze
Just,
No.
Is he under that ice?
Is he?
No, just barely. No. It's a shame.
Like a Rise had it compared to World Frontiers more grounded horns. Yeah, Hunting Horn wasn't incredible in World. Like it wasn't like top DPS, I think.
Heh.
But ever since Rise, they've been just cooking that thing like crazy.
I just realized that I can just destroy the rocket punches with my Kinsect too.
Oh yeah.
Like I can just yoink throw the Kinsect at it and it's gone.
I mean, fucking duck hunt, dude.
convenient.
Hey, Lucy, look down.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Damn.
I jumped into it. Big stunning.
Oh, you are so far away.
Yeah, I'm chilling. He wasn't near me anyway, so I'm safe. Ish. Oh,
I got a crazy ass finisher.
she's
Damn.
dead as hell.
Very damn cool hunt.
Yeah, very cool.
You do love how Horn feels? Yeah,
Module.
it definitely looks like it feels incredible in these games.
I really love Rise Hunting Horn. It was so fun. I played it a bit here, but it's been a while, so. I'll have to
Yeah, it's
give it
also
a
much
go
more,
at some point.
what would you call it? Much more like the traditional World one, much more slower.
Yeah, it is more fun here than in the world. I just at some point in Rise I ended up having that build where I just kept doing the wire bug moves and it dealt a ton of damage. Very fun.
Well, I got a gem.
The big exploding moves. Same.
Yeah, the egg.
Yeah.
Which
Big
one for
ol'
the bit
egg
you were
pop.
using in World? But World didn't have very many good options early game for melodies. That's kind of also one of the issues, is that like Hammer doesn't start shining until you get really good end game ones where like the buffs start meaning a lot more.
I've got like 10 to 20 minutes before I gotta head off again. So you wanna do another guy, Chris, or Redao?
What do you need for Redao?
Oh wait. I'm just gonna skip.
Oh, you need a
this.
plate.
I look.
Alright.
Yeah, and some more generic parts, I think. Let me ask Alma.
You can do with 600 damage per melody, pretty much.
I need 3 Fulgur talents and a plate.
And was that for armor?
Yeah.
Probably... I guess we can do this right now.
Let me skedaddle on over.
Skedaddle.
Anyone who can manage this quest, Hunter. I have an update.
Where's?
Been issued fresh supply items.
Okay. Are you already in the hunt? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. I've got 5 minutes left on my carving meal, so I think I don't feel like buying a new meal, kind of, but
I mean, probably would have been worth it.
I still can.
The build can be optimized even harder.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Need to be positive in affinity and boost damage for horn. Hmm. Oh my god, this is a fucking huge right now.
I'm gonna get a quick little Azus meal, and then I'll join you.
This is definitely not a gold star, but like...
It is a big man. Big blaster.
I'm just gonna check. Not even a star.
Also, I do still. I had that point in Rise with my horn build where I kind of just spoiled myself into not wanting to use anything else and any other horns because I had the infinite sharpness setup,
Oh yeah.
which was just so convenient.
But like not very useful in the grand scheme of things. Considering how easy it
Yeah,
is to
but I just liked the convenience of it. And then, whenever I tried to use a different horn, I would constantly forget to sharpen my weapon. Which kind of made it useful again in the end, because otherwise I would just be dealing worse damage on account of no sharpness. I hate monsters like this, where I'm mounting, and I just cannot go on the tail. It's like...
Yeah, I
it
don't know
feels
why
like
you
there's
can't go like...
No logic. There's no consistency between when I can and can't. Which monsters do and don't let me.
I mean, we always thought it was weird, even during the beta, where like, why does Rado not have a... like a tail spot?
Yeah, and Rathalos as well, I think was one of the weird ones.
I mean, they had a tail spot in the other games, in World, so... It makes it really fucking weird. Restore Sharpness is always going to confuse you in Wilds, because it kind of blows in this game. Yeah. In Rise, it was more of like a passive thing, wasn't it? Because like, your Sharpness just never went down in general. It wasn't that you restored it.
And in Rise, I had the Malzeno horn, which had a song for sharpness regeneration and one for sharpness usage down. Which is what having just one of those on a horn, because I tried another horn that had just one of them. It wasn't actually enough to offset
the loss
to keep it up permanently especially for weapons like dual blades. But with that Malzeno horn, pretty much any weapon would be infinite sharpness.
And everyone around you as well.
Yeah.
It was pretty damn cool though.
It was a very fun gimmick as a specific horn to use.
Yeah.
And as far as actual value goes, for like dual blades users, it's somewhat valuable.
Yeah.
Where you actually burn through your
like zero dual blade users we have.
Yeah. That's some timing.
The one move I offset is the one that Can't be offset.
Thank you. I was just trying to get back my extracts.
Gonna sneeze. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Allergic to peak, dude. Huge.
Nice.
That was a nice hit.
Got a wound on his wing. Oh, that hit me.
Damn, that got you.
Oh, sure.
So consistent 590 on a non-crit. In this game, you think double players did the math for super optimized elemental builds? If they ever had to sharpen their theoretical best DPS against GOG, would be go up by 10 from 130 to 140. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's a significant bump for dual blades in this game.
Oh, I guess, I don't know what parts would give me Flugger talents. I would
Probably
assume
the
the
head,
legs,
but
but maybe the wing. He's going down.
Yeah, I was trying to get a single offset. Fuck.
God damn it.
This happened both times, dude.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I find it funny how they took out Monster Hunter language in this
That
game
leg.
as a... Damn. It's funny how they took out, like Monster language in this game,
Yeah.
but they actually still talk Monster Hunter language in the hub. Or all the hubs. Did you hear them going like, Shabibi Waba? Waba
yeah.
Shumaba? Dual blade shreds in this game are the costs of perfecting a monster. Yeah, because if you do perfect dodge with long or with dual blades in this game, you get like a genuine like 200% damage boost. Your numbers go from like 17 a hit up to like 50 a hit. See, it's so weird because like whenever I did use dual blades, when I actually managed to get perfect dodging and all the buffs in place, it looked like I was genuinely dealing like 1k damage a hit or something, like in terms of raw, like numbers. It felt like I was doing way more, but then like it still was not, like it was arguably less than Sword and Shield for me, which is so weird. It made me feel like the numbers are like, and then I had the same experience with Switch Axe, where my Switch Axe numbers didn't look that impressive. It was like 1,000 damage per ZSD, which is not that great for a move that I have to spend like 15 seconds committing to.
Yeah.
But apparently it was actually keeping up with everyone else's damage who were using their optimal weapons and builds, and I was just playing Switch Axe for fun. So it's like, almost made me feel like all the numbers were lying. Because on Dual Blades, it looked like I was dealing considerably more damage, and then on Switch Axe, it looked like I was dealing considerably less damage. But Switch Axe was more than Dual Blades. But then
Yeah.
apparently Sword and Shield just beats all of them clean, which is very weird considering I'm doing
It's
like
just-
40, 50 damage a hit.
Yeah, I guess it's just sort of deceptive because you're like, I think it depends kind of what you're doing
Is it due to
during sort of
factors?
downtime and when you're just moving around the monster. Because if you can just like pretty much constantly get some cheap hits in, or
Yeah,
like
that's
when
probably
you're
why,
building up for your, if you're building up for your big hit with the Switch X, you're still dealing like okay little hits.
It was
Then,
objectively
yeah,
less
the
than
big
SNS
hit
for you
isn't
with
that big.
DB. Yeah, so my Dual Blades was objectively less than Sword and Shield, which is very weird considering I was seeing the same damage numbers I would get on Sword and Shield, but times like 4 per combo, because of the amount of hits the Dual Blades does. Because Sword and Shield for me is like 40, 50 damage a hit, and it's like you do it every 0.2 seconds. But then Dual Blades for me was 50 damage a hit but I was doing like 10 hits a second. So it like, the math really should just be that Dual Blades was just objectively better in every way. But apparently that's not the case,
Mind if I hop on?
which is very weird. Especially even if you do keep like constant uptime. Probably to do with quite a lot of micro optimizations that you've picked up over time because you don't play Dual Blades much.
Wow,
True.
what a view.
I guess it also is just because on SNS I have an uptime of basically 100%. There's almost never a period of which I am not dealing damage to the monster. Compared to other weapons, like if I spend maybe 5 seconds not dealing damage to the monster every 30 seconds or so, it's like that can actually add up quite considerably, and then Sword and Shield starts to pull ahead.
Yeah, I imagine it's
very
something like
weird.
that. It does make sense.
Just feels very wrong. Because I'm like, again, when I'm playing Dual Blades, I'm like, this looks like I'm dealing the biggest damage ever that you have no contest of beating, but apparently that's not the case. I've got a message for my energy company.
Before I head off, I have to check. What does it? Oh, apparently I have a gold crown for right now. Interesting.
Probably, yeah.
But where does it tell me where I can get the Fulgur Talons?
I think if you click on the material, it tells you where you get them. In the Hunter's Log.
Right.
Calm the mind and focus.
Can I?
You playing Dual Blades was drastically worse than when I played Dual Blades. But when you play SNS, you thwomp me in damage. That is true. When you play SNS with the exact same build I do, I like double you in damage. But then you double me in damage if we're playing Dual Blades. So it's like, must just genuinely be a matter of skill in terms of those weapons. It's like, from my perspective, it's almost crazy to not deal the damage that I would deal with Sword and Shield. To an extent. Like, really? You're not, like, catching up to me? But it's also just because I've been using the weapon for the entire playthrough.
I was hoping it would show me in the monster field guide, but it doesn't.
Does it not?
No.
Radar Wing Talon?
No, let me double. I saw the wing tail, and I'm pretty sure it was a different. Oh wait, I can check my wish lists.
Oh, Fulgur Talon.
Yeah.
Left wing 100%, right wing 100%.
Huh.
So yeah, we'd have to break his wings.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's yeah. The wing talon is the low rank one. The flogger talon is the high rank one. Okay. That's what did not change that one. Yeah, I see it now. Okay, interesting. Well, that'll have to be next time, because I have to go now.
Nice.
Right. Well, I'll see you later.
We'll see ya. We assume if you and Bipin switch to horn, yeah, we would be drastically below you.
Yes.
I would like to get to HR 500. I'll get to HR 500 and then, depending on how much time is left, we'll swap to Frontier. Just have to put money into my energy bill. So awkward having to sit in the crevice right here. You two understand the weapon? Pretty much. It's just like, ultimately what it boils down to is
Everything?
we understand the weapons that we're playing more.
A supply shipment's come in. Hope you find something useful.
You play, the way you play is nearly mastery. Yeah. Damn. Bunch of fat ass Doshagumas. Oh, 7, kind of shit number, whatever. Ooh, 8-12, that's pretty fucking good. I can't believe off stream I got a 14-12 with hammer. Which is a pretty damn beefy number for hammer. I think it's the beefiest I've ever seen.
Supplies are displayed in your savior's pouch.
649. I think I hit the body with that, not the head. Dosh plush cult. Fuck. Wow, that actually, I got, looked like I got hyper armor through that, but I didn't. Ooh, can we get the rare stun? Yeah! Going a little rough with longsword, but it's mostly because he picked it up recently. Yeah, it's for the most part just like learning the weapon properly. Yo! Fuck. Charged her for too long. Huge. That was from the Switch X player. God, I fucking love when they like... Utun is such like an auto-timed monster a lot of the time for doing offsets, and it feels so damn good. I don't think I'd be fighting Utuna this much if I didn't play Hammer. I'll have to find a way to get chat onto the VODs. I think I know how to do it, I just haven't set it up yet. I think I just need to set up, put chat below my webcam and make my webcam smaller, slightly. The issue is, I've gotten used to the correct position to put my... Well, that switch X user is going to take it. Would have been probably objectively best if I took it. Not much of a few weapons that flow into them super easy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've gotten into like a really good rhythm on the VODs already about where to put like the sizes that I need to make my webcam and everything to be satisfactory. What's that one optimizing again? So like going already and changing my webcam size in my recording is gonna fuck me up for like a little bit. Which I guess is probably best to do it now before any other time. It's a nice backhand one. Oh, I was gonna hold that. I'm gonna have to manual time this. Oh, I got hit by that. I'm gonna manual time one, I think. Damn. I don't think I was in the hitbox range. I don't think I wouldn't have gotten it if I had done another rotation either. So I just think I wasn't getting that offset. You have to deal with hitting the hand there, not the head. Oh damn. It's like a 9-minute with dinner. You can dance around them super easily. Yeah, with Bo on Omega and Zoshia. Also really depends because Dual Blitz gets like a lot worse in groups. Because the monster obviously targets you a lot less. Those are weapons that truly shine in solo play. To a lesser extent, so does Longsword. Any monster that really just requires them staring at you. And I suppose it also makes sense for Sword and Shield and why it's so high up, because it, like, no matter who it is facing, typically Sword and Shield is like right up next to the monster and is blocking and getting counter slash pretty much on every attack. Even if it's not really aimed at them, because they're just sitting there the whole time. So it makes sense. But then like, on Dual Blades and Longsword, it's like Feast or Famine. Where like, if the monster almost never targets you, you're never going to get your dodge, you're never going to get your counter, so you're never going to get your damage buff. So you're experiencing Famine. Or you get, like, targeted the whole time, and then, like, you just go on an absolute fucking tear. But it just kind of, like, makes sense on... I guess why Sword and Shield is so consistent, because it truly is consistent. It doesn't require... It isn't dependent on the monster, and it isn't dependent on you. So, if you can perform consistently well, it'll be consistently well. Consistently good, even. And that's probably why, even when I use Dual Blades and I get these Mondo numbers, I'm not getting Mondo numbers the whole time, so it's like... Eventually Sword and Shield just picks up ahead because of just being glued to the monster the whole time.
Yes.
The update is on Wednesday. That's pretty good timing. Not gonna lie, I don't really want to do a new Udra. Because there's a really good chance that like it just won't go anywhere with randoms. I don't have immense faith in randoms beating new Udra, considering that me, Stormy, and Uon already had a tough time with just us. So if we were having a tough time on it, the randoms must be getting fucking sloshed. Like, just completely stormed around, dude.
I've mounted it. Great work.
Insect Glaive, Hunting Horn, Greatsword. It's also genuinely worth knowing as well that a lot of the people in public lovers are not going to be running meta builds, or they're not going to be as versed in the weapon. Like, again, that one person I saw who had like 1,000 hunts on Sword and Shield, and frankly had not very much of a clue how to use it, and was running like a not good build for it. Not saying that they have to run optimal or anything, but like that's kind of indicative for a lot of the people you're going to be with in SOS players, where they're not going to be running meta. Fuck, I wanted to offset that, but that's unoffsettable. Fucking lovely, dude. I love that move. That's a pretty fucking good number. If that was a wound, that would have been an even better number. That would have been maybe 1,200. Fuck. Damn. Don't do the frontier special to me. Left or right, left or right. Oh, wrong position. Whatever, it gets the veil out of the way. Ow, it fucking hurts. And that would have all set too. Have we gotten a stun yet? No, we haven't. All these hunts are bleeding in together. 420! I didn't realize how accustomed I'd actually become to the smell of weed. Completely out of nowhere. Well, not really out of nowhere, but... Because, like, my mother used to smoke weed a lot. And, I genuinely couldn't tell when she did. Just like, because it was pretty much all the time. But, once I moved away and started just being on my own in like a completely different place, obviously. Eventually I found out, oh shit, I actually know the exact stench of weed, like 1-to-1. Like I know exactly what it smells like. So like I can literally tell whenever someone walks past me in the street and like, oh yeah, they've got a joint in their hand. Like I can just perfectly tell every single time. It's a very, I don't know, it's a very, like, sour, like, it's a very sour smell. But I just found that really funny that, like, I've become blind to it over the course of, like, living with my parents for a while. And then I became, like, once I left and then, like, stopped having to smell it every single day, I guess I just like regained the ability and like hyper extenuated or hyper extenuated the stench in my I'm saying bad words, I'm trying to like talk and concentrate. You know, and my become very good at noticing it. I think it'd be the other way around. If you've been like subjected to a smell for like 20 plus years, that you would just become completely blind to it. I mean, that's what most people are blind to their own smell, which is why it's really bad. If you can smell that you're sweaty or like you haven't bathed in like a couple days, which you should be doing like every other day, but if you can smell yourself and you're like, oh man, I smell bad. Imagine what other people think, because you must smell horrendous to anyone else. That's like a general good rule of thumb. Is like, if you can smell yourself, then it's probably time to hit the shower. I say probably no. It's you should have hit the shower like a day beforehand. Damn, no big damage number there. I can't imagine the hunters smell good either, considering how much combat they get into. And like how they're surrounded by, I mean, they're literally picking up shit by the handful, so that's a pretty fucking good number. Yeah, they're picking up shit by the handful. They're guaranteed not to smell very good. Yeah, somehow Nasty Ned will probably be even worse. I want to get an offset. Can I get an offset? Okay, I'm not offsetting that one. Thank fucking god I did that. That person would have died. Well, just a little bit too early. I'm getting better at manual timing, but I'm not very good at the delayed manual time yet. If you're wondering what a manual timing is, it's doing this. That's what I've dubbed it. Is you have to manually time it as opposed to using upswing to kind of guesstimate. And you can even further delay manual timing by holding it slightly. So you can go, and then you can do it then. So you do one full rotation and then you let go. Or you can let go very quickly, like this. But after just one. So you get to do one rotation or two rotations, and it drastically changes the timing that your offset comes out at. Very useful to know. So like if you start just a little bit too early, you can hold it for a little bit longer, but if you go any further than one additional swing, you go into Mighty Charge, or like full Mighty Charge. Which is not an offset, and you will eat shit. So like, wow. Yeah, if you go more than one rotation. Sorry, two. If you go more than two rotations, but one additional rotation. I need to stop using these streams to splice in tutorial info and actually start making a YouTube short based around it. So that I can go and see my YouTube short that tells you how to play Hammer. And I would still do it anyway, I'm not gonna lie. I would still just sprinkle in shit, tips and stuff. So if you do more than one rotation, you're in Mighty Charge. And that's not an offset. But if you just do like that, you go. There you go. Good example. When this kind of flashed out advice in a formal format on Waddicker TV would be great as well. That's what I mean. Doing it like I could even make like a full Hammer tips video even. I mean, I say full, but ultimately it would be something like 5 minutes long. It wouldn't be that significant. Every time I see this this turf war. I just remember like the fat chud image. It's like a bunch of Japanese characters with Mizutune calling Utuna a fat chud, and then you see the footage of Utuna body slamming the fuck out of Mizutune. Dude, you do a move that I can actually counter. Beautiful. With the manual time. Hammer is a shocking amount of surface level tech that you see nobody using. Yeah, I don't think there was much I could have done about that one. Maybe I dodged into it, actually. But you know, Hammer has a lot of tech that nobody's really paying much attention to. Also, mainly because people are not really paying that much attention to Hammer in general, so.
Sorry.
But even the people who do play Hammer, I doubt that a lot of them are using that type of tech to do with like offsetting, with charge step, delaying it, or increasing the speed, or using manual timing with the. I mean, I heavily doubt that not a lot of people even know that the Tier 1 Mighty Charge even does an offset. It's the type of thing that even I didn't know until, like, I wouldn't say very recently, but until a certain amount of time played. After like 30, 40 hours of playing Hammer, I was like, oh shit, you can actually do offset even when you're like on Mighty Charge. I didn't know that counted. Usually you see people pick up Hammer just as a funny weapon. In reality, it has potential to be one of the best weapons with a couple of buffs. Yeah, honestly, if there's a couple of buffs coming for Hammer, like buffing his damage, stuff like that, then it has some serious potential to be, like, borderline incredible. Which is probably why they're scared of buffing it, because they know that if they give Hammer users too much power, they're just gonna dominate. Which, I mean, I don't fucking mind. Frankly, I think that Hammer should be a weapon that dominates. It's like one of the OG, it's one of the simplest weapons in the game. It should be like... it's a core pillar, you know? It should be the baseline that, frankly, Hunting Horn works from, and not the other way around. Not to say that Hunting Horn should just be objectively worse than Hammer. Those two should be obviously about equal, that's what you strive for in balance. But I think that Hammer or Hunting Horn should be taken from Hammer, and not the other way around, where Hammer is kind of left in the dust, like in the shadow of Hunting Horn. When Hammer should be the like the distilled version of Hunting Horn. It's like, okay, well, do you want a Hunting Horn, but do you want lots and lots and lots and lots of damage in exchange for all of the... in exchange for all the buffs that you can give your teammates, you know? Like, here's what you want if you want pure, raw damage. But unfortunately, that's not the case in most of the recent games. And Hammer is kind of left picking up the pieces. Plus, if there is any weapon that warrants being slightly worse than another weapon, it would kind of be Hunting Horn. Because Hunting Horn is obviously aimed to be a little bit more of a support weapon. Quote-unquote support weapon. Still, I mean, you're still meant to deal lots of damage. You're not meant to be no slouch. But, in terms of just what is supposed to be like an objectively lesser damaging weapon, going down from Hammer to Hunting Horn would make sense and how it's designed. But Currently, it's the opposite way around. Which is weird, because then you also get to buff all your teammates. If you're playing Hammer in this game, there's almost no reason to be not playing Hunting Horn. When there should be the choice. Where it's like, the two should be able to stand up on their own feet. Together. It's like, do you still want to deal lots of damage, but you want to support your team? Hunting Horn. Do you want to deal just objectively lots of damage? And not much else? Just raw damage? Then you go with Hammer. The only real reason to use Hammer over Hunting Horn is A, because you prefer it, or B, you're looking for offsets, which Hunting Horn can still do, but obviously at like a much more restrictive degree. It'd be cool. I'm kind of excited to see what they do with the expansion. I hope that maybe this upcoming patch will maybe change some things for Hammer, but I feel like after the... Like, they've buffed Hammer pretty much every single patch that they've done. They might do it again, obviously, but I feel like they're probably in a good enough space where they're like, okay, we're not going to change Hammer very much beyond this. Or at least until the expansion comes in and it gets some, like, back beef move that's, like... becomes a new, like, meta move for Hammer to use or something. Damn. Why they scored? Actually, I don't need to say that. Damn. You got caught by the water. Crazy.
What kind of monster are we after this time? Huh?
I'm doing this one in progress. I'm really curious about what they're going to do for the DLC in terms of like move sets, because they've seemed very keen on giving weapons more moves every expansion. Like they did it in obviously in Rise with Sunbreak, but that's just kind of a given considering it started with the modular moveset switch skill system. But they did the same in Iceborne. So it makes me wonder if this is going to be just a continuous theme from now on, where every new expansion comes with some form of new moveset for every weapon. There's a chance that it might not, and another hammer user, oh my god. I mean, yeah, there's a chance they might not, and the moveset is going to stay the same, and they just add more content, like they normally would. But I'm really not sure. I don't want to say that I would expect more moves, because I kind of don't. It's more like a 50-50, I feel, where it really depends on what they're going for. I'm fucking hitting Rathalos too, dude. I'm trying to kind of fish for an offset. That wouldn't have hit anyway. I don't want to try that. Damn. If I'd gone to the left side, that would have been an offset. Nice. Other hammer user got it. And they're doing optimal combos, so I'm assuming that this hammer user is pretty good. Nice. Finally got it. Boom, big damage number. Big damage number. I said they were doing optimal combo, but then they did spinning bludgeon. It's a light bowgun user. Kind of to be expected. They're kind of built like paper mache houses, you know. Please? Oh, fuck yeah! I heard the wound open. I was like, oh god, give it to me, dude. What was that, like a 1269? Like third highest damage number I think I've seen. Probably like an interesting thing as well is if you see an actual hammer user in the wilds, there's a decent chance they're probably pretty good, because the few people who are like playing a lot of hammer are probably very experienced with it. No one's really sticking with it for that long unless you already play hammer. Maybe spinning bludgeon is worth doing in this game. I wouldn't, no, I don't really like using it. Mainly because it's been fucking dog shit in every other game it's been in, so like... I kinda just like revolved around not using it. Like, why would I? It's also not that fun of a move either, because I wouldn't be doing it for fun even then, so... Nice. Fuck, I knew that was coming. Unfortunately, they did the short version. Yeah, no, I was a bit too early, or a bit too late. I don't need to fiend for an offset for now though, because I'm... Oh, yeesh. God, that was like Nasty Ned's voice, but like slightly higher pitched. Not offsetting that. Not offsetting that, they're not faced towards me. I mean, not much I can do if the move is not facing me, you know? Fucking beautiful, dude. pretty damn good number too. With a wound that would have been over 1k. Well over 1k even. Beautiful. Pretty good number, not a crit though. I'll try and manual time something. Oh fuck! If I wasn't under him. $808. Lovely damage number. This should hopefully bring me up to HR 500. I would assume so. Excuse me. $535. Is that a tempered wound? No, she's a normal wound. Ooh, what a good fucking offset, dude! And it stunned him too. Killed with an 800.
That enables them to go and eat others in turn.
At least I can confidently say, I think I'm a pretty damn good hammer user.
Hey, over here. Eyes on me. This way. Yeah, that's it.
Udun is a lot of fun. I used to not really enjoy them that much. I thought they were the least fun of the Apex Quattro group between Jindahad, New Udra, Berdao, and Uduna. But I think they definitely are climbing up my ranks quite a lot. I think they're honestly like second place. Damn, almost. Not doing the meal, I'm still fine.
Yes.
Let's go for something else. We've done a lot of Uduna today. We can do something else for now. Could do Seregios, why not? It's not very great on hammer, but we'll have to give it a shot. Ugh, tired. It was kind of late streaming today because I had to do a couple other things. Like go out and get some more groceries and stuff like that. I was like, oh fuck, I'm like 30 minutes away from having to stream. I was like outside getting like milk and stuff, and I was like, I'm literally like 20 minutes away from streaming, and I have not eaten anything, so I have to eat, and then, you know, I was like, well, I'm not gonna meet the time, then I'll have to stream at like 15 minutes light. I just need to prepare like 15 minutes early.
Making for the top.
Okay, I'm a little bit... Oh, fuck, that hit me. Ooh, paralysis. That'll give me a lot of damage in the head. Huge. I might have been able to counter that. Offset it, but I don't think I got the... I don't think I would have. That move comes out too quickly for me to really offset it. Oh, I didn't get mighty charge. Didn't charge for long enough. Damn! I didn't get an offset for that either. I think I almost have the... I almost have to predict Strategos, I think. I don't think I can do it on reaction. I think it's, his moves are just slightly too quick to warrant reacting to. At the very least, even verifying what move they're doing. That's something I noticed I had to do on Switch X to make its offset work. Is, for the most part, Switch X actually really benefits from... Well, in terms of the offset, if you want to do the offset consistently on Switch X, you need to do it exactly when the monster starts its move, typically. Most monster moves line up in that exact window for Switch X offset. So, like, you start it... Yeah, you start your offset, and the monster attack lands. Usually it's in that window where the offset is active. If you just do it as soon as you see them start a move, you don't even need to verify what move they're doing. Obviously, things can vary depending on what move the monster is doing, which is where like a lot of your monster knowledge comes into play. Where it's like, if you're in Switch X, if your offset came out like too soon and the monster did their attack later than you thought, then you just know that next time you have to like actually react to that move and slightly delay your offset timing by like a little bit. But what I found was the most useful for the Switch X offset was using the like starting it when the monster starts an attack. Using that as a baseline lets you change your timing based on it from there. So for example, I'm saying it really fucking poorly. I'm just really bad at explaining things today. Yeah, just, I don't know, using that original metric of like start your move exactly when the monster starts their move, using that lets you then adjust your timing based on that. Because one of the hardest things about Switch X's offset is it doesn't really have a timing. It doesn't really have like an easy way of getting the perfect timing for when you can use it. Like, there's nothing for you to rely on. There's no, like... Well, I think you kind of know what I mean. It's very vague, the timing of when that actually works. But having just it be, you know, like I explained, that actually gives you a decent metric to go by. I promise I'm usually much better at explaining things than this, because it's kind of just sound like a big massive word jumble. That wasn't an offset? It's because the Switch X's offset takes too long to come out. Generally speaking, it's just long enough to where you can't really process the timing that well. Was what I found. Compared to Hammer's offset, which is like, release the trigger and it happens like less than half a second later. That's so much easier to time, being like, okay, well, compare that to the monster attack and just launch it when they both are going to hit each other. Fair enough, it's much easier than the Switch X one, which comes out a lot later. Like comes out maybe like a second or a second and a half later than when you press the button, which is a significantly longer time to process. But it also means that it's also much harder to find monster moves that land with it well. There's almost no possible way for you to react with the Switch X counter. Well, of course it is possible, but generally speaking, it's very difficult. So you have to do it predictively rather than reactively. So that's what I just started to try and learn. I tried to find a metric that worked, and my metric that ended up working the most was... Oh, I don't have... Yeah, my metric that ended up working the most was just start the Switch X offset when the monster starts their move. And then adjust from there. If you still miss and it's too early, then you delay. Slightly delay from there. You know, try and memorize the move that it was a bit early on, and then just adjust. And then if it's the opposite, and their monster's move comes out too early, and you end up missing it because the Switch X offset doesn't come out in time, then you're kind of just screwed. Then ultimately, you quite literally have to be gambling if you want to get that one. Because if you're already launching your Switch X offset based on when the monster starts their move, anything below that is literally just throwing the Switch X counter out randomly and hoping it hits. So I generally stop trying to offset, or I just accept that I'm not going to be offsetting those moves unless I'm getting lucky. But going by the philosophy of that with Switch X made it actually considerably easier to land the offset. And it was an offset that people typically said is one of the hardest to use. Like, it's one of the most awkward. And I managed to make it somewhat consistent. I found like a consistent technique that worked for me to make using it, honestly, arguably even easier than a lot of the Hammer offsets. I say a lot because that's not factoring in like the manually timed ones that you can use. Like this one here. Yeah, this one here. Like where you can just hold it and wait for the monster. Obviously, this one is like the easiest one to time in the whole game. But like timing upswing, timing spinning bludgeon, timing mighty charge, that's a lot harder. In fact, mighty charge, the mighty charge offset, what I call manual, is about the same as Switch X. I've been using the same philosophy. It's not as successful because Hammer has so many other offsets to work with, so I get, obviously I have many more options. And I don't want to just be sitting there holding charge the entire day. It's kind of opportunistic. I'll go for manual when I'm like right about now. You can see I put it out a bit too early there, so I know for next time that I should make it a little bit later. But yeah, the two are actually very similar. Manual and switch axe offset. I probably should find the actual name for that move so that I can stop calling it manual, because I'm sure it sounds like a bunch of word gibberish whenever I'm talking about it, unless you already know what I'm talking about. Luckily, I can just call the switch axe one the switch axe offset because it doesn't have any other offset. If I mention it at all in any capacity, that's you know exactly what move I'm talking about. If you play switch axe, or if you've seen switch axe even. Where's the tail? I didn't carve it? Oh well. I'm not like fiending for Sorridio's materials, so I'm good with that. I'm pretty sure he doesn't sleep. He kind of just sits here and waits for you. I would go around and... I got Mog ending? Mog ending? Yeah, I would go around and grab Bone Pals, but they all want to end the quest early, so... I can grab Bone Pals on my own time. This should be HR 500. Obtained 14 new titles, holy shit. You really get 14 new titles for reaching HR 500? That's crazy. I almost hit 5 times. That's pretty good. Against Sorridios, that's pretty good actually. Because he's a pain in the ass.
What kind of monster we after this time?
There we go, HR 500. And apparently I got a whole bunch more titles. How do I edit my title? Do I have any other interesting... There's the Omega one. Oh shit, I can have a world one. Actually, I think I will. That one looks nice. So your title must be in another space, if I can't change it there. I want to see what those titles were.
TK, lega hensheke.
Is there really no way to... No, I can only move it. I had to have changed it at some point. Surely it would be in something like... Let me have a look. I'm genuinely curious. Apparently I was on the right track. Fuck. Pressing frontier buttons, dude. There's another quest I've done. Over 1,000 actually now. And yet Switch X is still somehow above me and Hammer. It's a crazy metric. I actually have to... Fuck. Ah, change. There we go. Trying to look for, I mean, if I got 40 tiles, then from that, then I'm gonna be able to find it pretty easy. There it is. This are all of them. Oh my god, you get disappointing? That's fucked up, dude. Left arm, right arm, flower, hunting. Smart, human, disappointing. Sapphire. You get Sapphire Star for reaching 500. You get, huh? Magistrate? Wow. Year round. Extreme. Audacious. Gorgeous. Jet black. Oh, these are for 300. You get Emperor for reaching 500. You get Baby as well. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Those tiles. For some further context on Frontier as well, since me and Summer have been playing it off stream, we managed to get to G rank, so we now have the extreme style. We beat Chantien. Kind of just a bit lost somewhere to go from where we are. It becomes very freeing. You can kind of just do whatever you want. There's no like dedicated quest line and key quests you have to do. So it's very guideless. We're not really being guided anymore. It's more like we just get to choose what we want to do. But we'll see. We'll see. I know I want to actually make a Switch X in it to test that out, and somebody wants to use Tonfas. Doing caravan stuff, doing Zenith monsters would be very fun as well. That was really loud. I don't know if you heard that. It's like a massive, like, plastering, like something like landed on my roof or something. Oh well. Or something just fell. That could also be the case. Anyway, I think I'll actually end the stream here because went on for a bit longer than I thought. We'll see. Let me have a look. Yeah. Because then me and Stormy, if we want to play Frontier, we could just do it. Anyway. We might play Toontown though. I was considering streaming Toontown today on stream, but that game is not playing well with OBS, unfortunately. It is really not liking OBS. I mean, Toontown in general, so far it looks like it doesn't want to get streamed to any. Like, unless I am seeing it physically on my monitor, it does not like any other presentation it can be on. So for example, Discord streaming, OBS, recording, shadow play. It doesn't like anything that would capture it. So like I have to see it raw, and that's the only place that Toontown Corporate Clash seems to work consistently. If I put it onto any of my OBSs, it freezes on the OBS itself. The gameplay is just fine for me, and it's also the same situation for Discord as well, where if I stream the game to Discord, completely fine for me. The game's not lagging or anything, but on everyone else's end, it's getting like they're getting like 1 frame every 2 seconds, which is a bit unfortunate. So I would have streamed it, but it is just not playing nice. I've asked the Reddit for suggestions on if there's a way to fix that or not. We'll see if we can get back to it later. See. But I mean, you should expect Wilds on Wednesday. We're gonna be playing Wilds on Wednesday. It's kind of just a guarantee, because that's when the big update comes out that introduces the Arc Numbered Arc Veld, and you'll get to see our first attempts at that. Which would be nice. With the first content you see from us, that is actually us attempting it for the first time, because we didn't do Wilds to begin with. Should be fun enough. We'll also get to do a bunch of 10 stars and see where the grind goes from there. See if Arcveld's Y armor is very good or not. It'll be good. I'd imagine it's gonna have some form of flare on it. That'll be better. I'm not sure if it'll usurp current builds though. I think current builds are hyper optimized. It's gonna usurp some builds. It's gonna be better than some. It really depends on what though. A lot of loose builds, like with I think Dual Blades is pretty loose. Longsword is pretty loose. Very flexible, so I'd imagine they might find a way to slot in some of his armor. Give or take. Anyway. That's just done for now.